Welcome back, everybody. This is M-Dog. We're playing the Fisher Online. There's some funny stuff about the graphics in this one. It's on high quality, whatever. I don't know. I think it's because the fog or something. Anyway, I have to say, well, first of all, I just got done making an RF4 video, Russian Fishing 4 video, and was reading over the updates from the developers that were translated. Anyway, in there they talked about how there's not going to be any new carp lakes that are in development in the near future, which is a little bit of a bummer to me, but I get it. But anyway, I closed that down and was looking at Steam, and all of a sudden I had an update on Fisher Online. I click on the update and it's like, hey, there's a new water body. It's carp fishing. I'm like, wow, I'm in. So I haven't gone there yet. This is actually Germany, which is sort of the first carp fishing place. There's other stuff here too, but Germany has a lot of carp in it. And very cool experience. So supposedly there's a new place, so I got to figure out where it is, and we'll travel there together, and we'll see it for the first time. Another short anecdote, though. I also I don't really do New Year's resolutions, really, but this year, sort of half joking, talking to my wife, and it's like, okay, I'm going to come up with a New Year's resolution, and that was that for our family, we're going to play more board games this year, which that's been a great success so far. In fact, that's sort of like sent me into like board game obsession. But anyway, the other thing that I've thought about, though, is I got to do more Fisher Online videos this year. Definitely been, pretty steady lately, getting back into a routine with creating content over in Russian Fishing 4, which I think RF4 will pretty much always be my probably my go-to in terms of like main fishing game. It's just so good with so much depth and everything. But I have been so impressed with Fisher Online for a long time now. I have so much fun in this game as well. And the Christmas map and sort of event, I feel like Wolf just knocked that out of the park. It was so fun. In fact, I was so sort of busy, a lot of stuff going on over the holidays, I never did make a video, although I thought many times like, oh, I want to do a video just because it was so fun. So graphically, a lot of changes with this update, or at least recently since I've last played. I'm seeing a lot of different colors and backgrounds, and even the splash page when you first log in, everything looks really sharp. Okay, let's travel. Let me see if I can figure out where this is. There's a new place. Oh, here it is. Czech Rybavicy Pond. Okay, so let's go real quick to this. How do I get back to looking at the update? Here we go. All right, so here's the update on this place. Very interesting. While you were giving and receiving gifts from the Christmas tree, we also did not sit idle. That's referencing how we've had the Christmas event in Fisher Online. This time I decided to go for a curious experiment, include in the game a fishing base created by the player, namely Fortune Cafe from the EPF Club. So I'm lost already, but it sounds interesting. He created one of the ponds of the Katlov pond system, but since these fishing ponds, firstly, are too large, and secondly, this name is protected trademark, was decided to create some imaginary Czech location. So this is getting me down the rabbit trail of wanting to find out, what is the Katlov pond system? And this is a real place in Slany, sorry, I'm probably butchering that, Czech Republic. And if you do pull up images of it, it looks really cool, and it does look like a lot of carp fishing. Even you can find maps of this place. So fascinating. I'm so fascinated by this. And I'm not going to read all this because hopefully we'll discover it. My hope is during this video, I'm going to start talking less because I've been talking a lot tonight in videos. But let's just go ahead and go and check it out. I don't know anything about it. I didn't even know this was coming out. The write-up of the update on Steam, if you haven't already read that, I would encourage you to read it because it is very interesting, but I don't want this video to be all about me reading the update. I want to look around and see the pond with you for the first time. See, here's some of the new splash that looks so cool. And then also, we'll do a little fishing. I do hope to do a little fishing in this video, although it has been a while since I've done carp fishing, so I hope that I remember how. I think these are my best carp rods. So this is level 15. So this is meant to be like the in-between Germany and France. This is the in-between carp spot. So we'll see. Always interesting to see like what buildings and stuff there are. All right, that's the fish trader. Ooh, there's the shop. So let's see what's here. A lot of baits. That's a good sign. So it seems like this is going to be a fairly significant shop. I guess while we're looking at menus and stuff, let me just get out of your way here. Okay, so baits, although I don't see any new baits, which is to be expected, it is cool that a lot of the baits are here. Not all of them, but a lot of them. Which is typically the way Wolf does it, right? You don't typically see all the baits in one location, at least that I can think of. Maybe later locations, there might be some places that have... so there's spoons and lures. Again, off the top of my head, I don't see anything new, although I don't do a ton of spin fishing in this game. Some, but not a ton. Not a ton. Bait imitations. So this is where we find the boilies. Looks like the same boilies that we're used to. It is cool that we can now use these with feeder rods. When they first came out, it was float only. We have some float rods for sale. Some spinning rods. Definitely not all the spinning rods that are available in the game are here. And because this is... Oh, this does actually go up to a really expensive one. The 45. So I have the 40, which is 24,000. In fact, we're getting close to where I could get a second one of these. I decided not to go with the very most expensive one. And then a bunch of reels. I think the carp reels are here. So here's the 40 size carp reel. What else do we have here? All the different lines. Hooks. These are the hooks you use with the new type of bait that we were showing, that I looked at a minute ago. All your floats and leaders. Definitely some floats that I've not experimented with. I feel like since I last did any significant like high-level float fishing, he's added quite a bit. Accessories, we have Grindmasters. What a good name for these fish nets. I don't think these are any new signals or anything. There's so much crafting in this game compared to when I used to play it more. Now, I've seen some of it. You can now, if you get the tournament tokens, you can now travel to places even that you're not high enough level to go to, which is so cool. So one of these days, I'm going to purchase a token, go to Scotland, and actually experience that since I'm still not quite high enough level. Or anywhere else that we might want to go. Club Founders Badge if you want to start a new club. And attractants. Again, so much crafting and stuff you can do. Okay, so that's the shop. Okay, looks like you can get a boat. I like that you just by default get a map. You don't have to purchase it here. It's kind of cool. So I guess these are several different boat locations. So it looks like no matter which side of the pond you fish on, you may have access to boats. But let's go check. So including boats here is an interesting choice because, oh, here's a peg. You always want to carp fish from pegs when possible. They're there for a reason, right? The fact that there are boats does make it interesting in terms of you can chase down fish even if you don't quite have the gear for it. So if there's not a boat station on this side, then being able to get under this bridge will be very important if you want to have a boat out. Looks like you can. I think you can, which is pretty cool. Now it might be there might only be a small boat available. I don't know. I want to just sort of run over here and see it, and then we'll fast travel back, get a boat, and then go set up where we want to fish. So it looks like there's just going to be pegs all over the place. So just kind of, so I guess each of these, no, the pegs aren't shown. All right, let's get to this next little boat signal. I can't remember what these things mean. Clearly it's not a boat station. It's like right, oops. Oh, it's right here. Does anybody know what these little symbols mean? I don't actually know. Anyhow, all right. So here's the place pretty much. I actually kind of like this spot here. I think I might fish right in here, but I do want to go back to here. Not that we necessarily need a boat, but I want to see what's available. Oh, and actually, let's do this really quick. Let's look and see fish on the lake, first of all. All right, so we have roach, perch, loach, silver bream, chub, carp, frog, rudd, golden crucian. So out of the corner of my eye, I thought this said golden crunch. I really thought we were getting cereal now. Grass pike, carp mirror, tench, channel catfish, Wells catfish, koi red. Golden carp, which we've seen, silver carp white, lake sturgeon. Lake sturgeon is interesting, but koi red, I cannot tell you how excited I am. Okay, so we're gonna put fruit boilies in, at least one of them, because we want to catch some koi red. Oh no, we're gonna do tangerine. Wait, tangerine is the one you can only get during the Christmas fair? Is that right? Do I have some of those? I should have bought more. I've got 15, so I guess we'll put one tangerine, one, and maybe a couple fruits, and we're just gonna go for it. Okay, so what do we need to do in terms of crafting? I'm trying to remember how you craft. Do we go to attractants? I think we right click on the base we want to use. Is that right? Let me see. What would we do here? All right, so let's say we wanted to use red boilies. No, we can't do that. Can we do ground corn? No. Why don't I remember how to do this? These are already prepared, right? Oh, it's going to be so embarrassing if I can't remember how to do it. Wait, can we get a chair? Assembly. Is it assembly? No. Is it craft? Oh, I'm so embarrassed. Somebody's going to have to remind me how to... I really thought it was... What if we... Let's see, attractant. Oh, maybe it starts with dry attractant. Okay. So carp honey. What if we hit use? Yes, this is it. All right. So what kind of dip do we want? We're gonna try to go with the fruit boilie, right? So we want something sweet. Maybe do a little honey. All right, attractant base. This is where we could do like corn. Hey, at least we got there eventually. Red boilies. Let's do some red boilies. Do we want to add a bait? I don't know that we do. Can we just skip that? I think we can. Although things like peas or even cheese or corn, you can't go wrong with that, right? We'll throw some corn in. All right. We'll give that a try. Ooh, I've got a bunch of them. Hold on, let's see. This is the one. Okay. We'll give that a try. All right, let's look at the boat. Oh, this is the only boat. Okay. Oops. So I have to select it. Here we go. All right. I guess we could walk there faster, huh? We don't have a rod holder, but I think we can we still, I think we can still, it still might benefit us to a degree. Ooh, hear the frogs. I think we're going to start with size 2 hooks because I don't know how big the carp are really going to get here since this isn't a high level place. It's like a low to mid level place. Oh, I wasn't rowing correctly, by the way. We can go faster now. I knew we were just going really slow there. So you stop rowing when you pull out your rod. But even if we just float after the fish, I don't know. The boat's probably not going to help us, but it's fine. Let's see if I was right that we can get under here. Oh, this is awesome. We can actually still row while we're looking at our phone. Okay, I like it. So once we get straightened out here, I want to go to the records on the lake again. Oh, we also need to look at quest. So the question will be, will the quest be just for a certain amount? Oh, no, loach. Dang it. All right. So you actually have to catch loach. Out of curiosity, how are people catching loach here? Bloodworm. Okay. All right, so the largest koi that's been caught is 10.996. Ooh, it's starting to rain a little bit. I like this place, though. This is really cool. I like the size of this map. That you can fish on both sides of it. All right, so this is where we want to get over here. All right. So we should still be able to get it from here. We can. All right. Look at this rain. All right. We'll do it like that. Okay. So now let's set them up. Okay, where's that stuff we just made? And we want to put size 2. I can't remember if they have like specific carp hooks. Yeah. Oh, wait. They're in different sizes. All right. So we want to use a size 2 carp hook. And on this one, we'll put the tangerine. No idea how far we want to cast here. That looks pretty good though. Okay, that's less than 3 meters. So we'll try to cast a little farther this time. And we're going to do, what was it, fruit boilies? Probably on both of these. Let's see if this is any deeper. Yeah, so we got into the deeper part that time. I'm also wondering if we just want to try a little different angle here. Oh, that got even deeper. 8 feet over there. Woo! That looked pretty cool, didn't it? All the water changes there when it surfaced. Hey, hey, guess what we found? So glad I bought some of those tangerine baits in the Christmas event. I like it. All right, we're going to cast it right back to the same spot, which you can do by just hitting middle mouse button. Since we caught one there, let's just go right back to the same spot. So, I don't think... Our chairs aren't in the game yet, are they? You see this chair spot over here on the... I don't think that's available yet, but if it is, I've just missed it. Alright, so let's see what the sturgeon are being caught on so far. First of all, we do have Wells catfish, frog, giblets. Sturgeon looks like mollusk and crawfish tails. Ooh. Alright, we'll try to reel this in as quickly as possible. Without losing it, hopefully. The rain just seems really cool. Really cool right now. Alright, there's a carp. Wow. The bite rate on those tangerines right now. This is a little bigger fish though, I think. I wonder if we went up to a size 3 carp hook on the tangerine, if we'd still get some nice... Look at these carp surfacing and how the water disturbance looks. That's just really cool. And I like that you can see the rain so distinctly on the water. Not every droplet looks exactly the same. Sun just came out. Well, a little bit at least. Ooh! Is that another koi? Man. How many things now has Fisher Online with what I think is a much smaller development team. For a while, maybe still, but I think for a while at least, it was just Wolf. I suspect he has more now helping out, but I could be wrong on that. Ooh, it's another koi. But how many things has Fisher Online come out with before RF4 got it out? Ooh, a nice one. Large koi red. Obviously, I'm counting the koi carp. Although, I guess it's just naming it that. I mean, is that basically what some of those carp variations are at amber? Maybe that's just the terminology. I think at this place, kind of like Germany, if I put a size 3 carp hook on, I might kill the bite rate completely. But we can try it. This is another good sized carp, it seems like. But obviously, definitely fly fishing. Though it's reportedly still in development in RF4. Fly fishing has been out for a long time in the Fisher Online. I also like that he made it where, and I think this is an option in the menu, but you can set it up where you'll only hear the bite alarm for a few seconds and then it stops. The audio stops. So you don't get stuck with just hearing it over and over. This is another really decent sized carp though. Not a koi, but it's good size. Large mirror carp, 12.7. All right, I'm going to set this down because I might experiment with a little bit larger hook on that one. This is one of those where you could think about jumping in the boat and just saving a little bit of time. But it's coming in. Slowly but surely. This is the weakest of our 3 carp rods, so this one might not be quite as big as that last one. I don't know. Also a mirror, I believe. Yeah, so not quite as big. All right, so let's see if we put size 3 carp with that tangerine back on there in the same spot, can we still catch fish, or have we destroyed the bite rate? So far we've had some very nice fish. I love this big carp koi. So we're level 33. Is it Scotland that... Oops. Is it Scotland that's 34? Yeah. So when I hit 34, if I hit 34, we'll be able to go to Scotland for silver versus having to turn in the tokens for it. That's what I was kind of waiting for. But this game does get a little grindy, at higher levels. At least I've found. And to be fair, I don't put that much time in either. There's probably some focused fishing you could do to get as much XP as possible. Well, for just picking a spot, I feel like we've picked a pretty good one for trying to see some of these koi. All right. So, yeah, I've never been to Scotland. I think I went to Norway. Oh, you can't see the map. So I've never been to Scotland. I think I went to Norway on a travel thing one time, maybe. Okay, so New Russia. I'll try to do a video on New Russia. I think this one was added since I last played a whole lot, other than, I did play a good bit over the holidays, but all I did was the Christmas map, which unfortunately didn't give you very much experience, but it was a ton of silver. And to be fair, I don't know if I've spent much time at Caspian Sea either. So for you guys that play a lot of this game, the maps I've unlocked most recently are the Danube, Caspian Sea, and now there's this second Russian map. Oh, and Finland as well. What are your favorites? What are your go-tos trying to get XP, get some good fishing in? What do you like the most? I've got Scotland coming up, and then Norway at 37. And then isn't there something past that? Or I guess at this point, Norway's the highest level. Of course, I also have USA Thousand Islands and then Siberia. I love doing dailies at Siberia. Bream or the whitefish, they're always a lot of fun, I find. This is much smaller. Alright, channel catfish on bait fish. Not too big either. Frogs as well. Why don't... No. Why don't we try to kind of start going down the list a little bit. Let's do a size 1 hook. And put some bait fish on there. See if we can catch anything. It won't let me cast the same location. It didn't quite throw as far. Yeah, that's in the shallow area. That's okay. We'll try it. I just figured, hey, let's just start going down and see if we can catch some of the different fish here. At least stuff that will respond to bottom fishing for now, while we're waiting on the carp. I probably do want to get as I start saving up, get a third stronger carp set up. This third one is definitely my weakest by a long shot. So we're running what, 29, and I think on these we're running basically 40. So it's a good bit weaker. You know what though? I think catfish mostly bite at night, don't they? Maybe this isn't a good idea. We'll give it a minute, but maybe it's not. So what else could we go for? Oh, chub might go to bait fish. Did we put a 1 hook on there? I think we did. We could throw in, these sturgeon aren't huge. We could throw in some mollusk pieces and just see what happens. If we could get it in the in that deeper hole. By the way, I think I was right. I think we've killed our bite rate on the tangerine by putting the wrong hook size. Sometimes in France, I think you can use size 3 carp hooks and not totally destroy your bite rate, but like here and in Germany, I'm just guessing based on the size of the carp. We probably want to go with 2s. Ooh, that's going to be exciting to see what's on bait fish, right? If we can get to it in time. Oh, it just surfaced, whatever it is. It doesn't look huge. Maybe it'll be a chub. Some sort of predator. But first, let's just worry about this carp. He's got a little chunk to him. Is this a common, I guess? Yeah. A big boy common. Alright, once we get this fish in, we'll switch that first rod back to size 2 hooks so that we can keep catching something on there. Alright, let's see if we can identify what this is going to be. It's small, relatively. I think that's some kind of pike, right? Grass pike. Alright, let's see if we can get this a little farther out. Oof! It's at least a little deeper. Oh, hey, we caught something on the bigger hook, but... it's small, though. Ooh, shiny. That's one of those shiny carp. Yeah. Alright. I mean, I like that location, but let's get this a little farther out there in a little deeper area, maybe. Yeah, there we go. 6 feet. Okay. So we did get a grass pike. Hoping to see a chub or a catfish. Although, again, nighttime might be better for that. And then maybe we'll switch it over to mollusk pieces. See if we can get a sturgeon real quick. What a fun surprise that this map just came out of nowhere. And the continued variety of different maps. And I think the next major map release is supposed to be, is it in China? Obviously this is like a stocked pond in the Czech but Czech Republic. But I think the next major map, which is going to be a DLC map, if I understand it correctly, is going to be in China. I may have that wrong, but I believe that's the case. Oh, it's a koi. All right, 1 second. Sorry about that. I was trying to throw a little support towards Wolf's Way in development. Do a little VIP. All right. So also these are new. Masterfly Gold Kit. I like that he puts these little. I think you have to be careful. If you buy too many of these, you don't have anything to work towards from like saving. So I try not to go overboard. But these are pretty cool. I do like that he has these. And then this is the DLC, right? That's China, right? So the next DLC is going to be China, it looks like. All right. By the way, it looks like there are some really large carp here. I'm seeing some of the records. I'm going to switch to size 3. My whole idea about only using 2s might not have been correct here. I'm seeing some size carp being caught in chat. Now, not the koi or the goldens, but just regular carp and mirror carp. There's some big boys in here. All right, let's see what we got this time. Is it another pike? If it's another pike, we'll change it up. That is not a pike, is it? There you go. We got a channel catfish. So we still haven't gotten the chub, but let's try putting on the mollusk pieces. And do we have a heavy weight we can put on there? 75. There we go. We want to try to get this out there a little bit. Might have been too far. No, 8 foot. That's good. All right, let's see if we can get a small sturgeon just to knock it off the list. So we've got larger carp hooks on now. I think we will slow down the bite, which is it's maybe not worth it, but I think my initial impression about how big they were was off. I mean, look at that, 34 kilo, largest carp caught so far. And on raspberry, we might need to try some of these different bait types. All right, let's see what this is, and then maybe we'll try one of those, you know, raspberry or something like it. I do kind of wish this map had what the lower maps have, which is the daily would just be total kilos, even if it was like something big, like 100 kilos or something. I like it when you don't have to target something like, you know, loach for the daily. Although I don't know, loach might not be that hard. If we can catch a sturgeon, we could always get a picker rod out and put bloodworms on there, see if we can find a little loach spot. But yeah, we are on the koi, which I really like, but I also kind of want to try. So maybe on this one we'll switch to the where are they? This. All right, so do we have a number 2? Do we want to do 2 or 3? We'll try 3. And then we'll put, do we want to go with the raspberry? It kind of works with the PVA we created anyway, so I think we will. We'll see if this catches anything good. So even with size 3 carp hooks, we're still catching carp. Tempted to put the what we had on the first rod back on this one, just because it seems to be working so good here. The tangerine boilie. I am very impressed and excited about this new map. I think it's going to get me back into Fisher Online even more so than I already was. And hopefully I can continue to get some content made for this game. Oh, there's a nice large koi red. Okay, maybe I will keep this one. Keep this one the same for now. We're doing pretty good on these fruit boilies. I want to find a sturgeon. This might not be the best spot for it. You would think it would be in one of the deeper areas, but I could also see it being like, this might be the deepest part of the lake. Maybe that's where the sturgeon are chilling. I just don't know. What size hook do we have on there? A 1? Maybe even too small a hook. Sturgeon might not even see it. I don't know. I apologize if you got some weird volume there. I forget that on my the computer I'm recording from, if I pull something else on this computer, I forget the audio usually gets like added as well. Ooh, it's slowing down. How much loach do we have to do for that daily? Oh, just 1.1 kilos of loach. Spoilers, that's a lot of that's a lot of loach. At least 10 or so of them, right? What's the record size loach caught? This is a small carp. Oh, it's another shiny boy, though. I like these goldens. Just want to see a bigger one. So we got 2,000 XP from that, is that right? And we're trying to get 585,000 to hit level. Okay, it's not too bad. Okay, do we want to put these back on? Oh, we're getting 2 bites. Well, since we haven't seen it yet, let's go for the sturgeon line first. Since they came in at the same time, we might miss one of them. I hate to miss the raspberry technoplankton, but I do want to see what this is. If we caught a sturgeon in that amount of time, if it's pretty good XP, I could also see going 3 sturgeon lines here. That might be interesting. Ooh, somebody just caught a trophy tench. That's awesome. Well, whatever this is, it's not too big. 6-7 kilos probably. Because it's coming in pretty aggressively. What if it was a carp? Oh, it is. A carp ate my mollusk. What in the world? That's funny. I was just like trying to make a joke. Dang. I wish I would have noticed how much XP that was, but... Alright. I think we're going to get it. Wait, I can't pick up my rod. There we go. Saved. Alright, does it have any size to it? No, it doesn't. Very small. All right. We need to wrap this up relatively soon here. Ooh. Hello, friend. What we got here? I do think these carp punters and different rods and reels do look really cool. It's done a good job with the aesthetics of the gear. It's naked. Oh, it's just a little mirror. Just a little mirror. Oh, we're running out of room in our bag. Not like immediately, but what do I have? The Toby Profi. We can have 100 pieces of fish, but total weight of 150 kilos. Yeah, we're going to have to upgrade that at some point. Craft table. No, that's not what we want. Cutting table. This channel catfish isn't going to be worth anything. I don't know that this golden carp would be either. So we'll get rid of those real quick. Get some fish offals. Okay, it's a little heftier than the last one at least. What is that koi carp doing? Eating my mollusk. You should know better. Nice carp. All right. It's another mollusk. Another mollusk fish. Ooh. What we got here? Nice. Small for a mirror. So those, yeah, they really are. I wonder if we need to do something like, you know, put some of the, oh, I might not even have it. More of the, like, I guess the squid stuff, but, or fish pieces stuff. Maybe this would help attract. I don't know if it messes you up in this game to have two different flavors in the water, even if they're not near each other. Like, I don't know how it's programmed. But we'll try it for a minute, and then I've got to wrap this up. We're already at an hour. Goodness, time flies when you're at a new water body. But yeah, I like it. I like it. So how do we, I wish it said the name of the place just like when you were at that. So it's called Czech, I don't know how to say that, something pond. And again, it's for level 15, same as Poland. But there's some big fish here. I guess if you go Germany when you're leveling and you really get into carp fishing, this would be sort of your natural next step, right? I want to be able to sit in a chair. What are people catching the tench on? Crawfish tails. That's usually the case. Straight dough. Yeah, crawfish tails, that makes sense. Wonder if these silver carp are maybe in a specific place, or if they're responding to float fishing more than bottom. I don't know. All right, good. We'll end on the last mollusk fish. See if it's another carp. Even with all that fish blood and all those attractants that we've got on this ground bait. Might just be another carp. We might just be straight fishing in such a hot carp bed, or, you know, carp area where we've got our lines, that it might just be hard to dodge the carp. We did get that one pike. It's definitely something small. Could be a small sturgeon, I guess. But I suspect it's just another carp. It is, in fact, another carp. All right. So let's fast travel and sell fish. See how we did. Over here, right? All right. 776 silver. Not bad at all. Keep saving up for our next carp gear. All right, as always, thanks for watching. Thanks for being here. Appreciate the support. Let me know if you enjoy the Fish Your Own Line content. I'll try to keep doing a little bit of this as well. I'm excited about the new place to fish. And like I said, there's several places that I really haven't probably spent very much time fishing at the higher levels here on Fish Your Own Line. All right, till next time, tight lines, everybody.